A forced mountain stalked by a terrifying headless ghost, an infamous cabin and cave tied to one of the scariest witch stories in American history, and an iconic township harboring the legendary Mothman await on this journey through some of the most haunted places in the Appalachians. Let's dive right in. Hey everybody, and welcome to Fright Night. On this episode, we'll be braving some of the most haunted places in the Appalachian region, recognized for its distinctive culture, immense nature expanses, overgrown landmark sites, and strong ties to both Native and American histories. The Appalachians are also a place shrouded in mystery, old hill folklore, and chillingly classic ghost stories. Are you sure you're ready for this one? Our first haunt takes us to the northwestern border of South Carolina and has us crossing the historic Poinsett Bridge. Tucked away in the dense forests of Greenville County, South Carolina, Poinsett Bridge stands as both a marvel of early American engineering and a site of chilling folklore. Built in 1820, the bridge is believed to be the oldest surviving bridge in the state. Constructed from locally quarried stone, its striking 14-foot Gothic arch spans over Little Gap Creek, a hauntingly picturesque setting that has remained largely untouched by modern development. Notably, the bridge was named after Joel Poinsett, a statesman, diplomat, and botanist best known for introducing the poinsettia plant to the United States. Originally part of an early roadway connecting Charleston to Asheville, Poinsett Bridge served as a crucial link in the development of the region's transportation network. Despite the advancements of time, the bridge fell into disuse as new roads and highways diverted traffic elsewhere, and today it stands as a preserved relic of the past, drawing historians and ghost hunters alike to its moss-covered stones and shadowy surroundings. Though beautiful by day, the bridge is shrouded in legend and mystery by night. It has gained a reputation as one of the most haunted places in South Carolina, with an array of eerie encounters that defy explanation. Visitors often report bizarre mechanical failures, with parked cars suddenly refusing to start until they are pushed well away from the bridge, and some have even claimed that unseen hands have pushed or rocked their vehicles when left idling nearby. Other accounts tell of disembodied screams, moans, and inhuman growls emerging from the forest surrounding the bridge, sending chills down the spines of those brave enough to linger after dark, while some witnesses describe an overwhelming sense of dread, as if an unseen presence is watching them from just beyond the tree line. Perhaps the most enduring and terrifying legend tied to Poinsett Bridge is that of a vengeful spirit said to roam the area. According to local lore, an enslaved man was once hanged from the bridge, his body left swinging as a grim warning. His restless spirit is believed to stalk the area, forever seeking vengeance for the injustice done to him. Incidentally, some claim to have seen a shadowy figure standing at the bridge's center, while others have felt sudden chills or the sensation of being grabbed by unseen hands, while footsteps echo across the stones when no one else is present. And ghost hunters have reported capturing strange orbs of light in photographs taken near the crossing. Despite, or perhaps because of its haunted reputation, Poinsett Bridge remains a place of fascination. Paranormal investigators, history buffs, and thrill seekers continue to visit, hoping to glimpse something beyond the realm of the living. Whether one believes in ghosts or not, there is an undeniable energy surrounding the old bridge, as if the very stones remember the tragedies that once unfolded upon them. As the sun sets and the night grows deep, the legends of Poinsett Bridge endure, whispered by the wind and carried through the ages. Our second haunt lands us on the southeastern border of Kentucky and has us hiking up the iconic slopes of Black Mountain. Black Mountain, the highest peak in Kentucky, towers over Harlan County with an eerie presence that has inspired both admiration and dread for centuries. This rugged, mist-shrouded mountain has witnessed the passage of time, bearing the weight of history, industry, and folklore. Before modern development reached its slopes, the mountain was home to native tribes such as the Cherokee, Chickasaw, and Shawnee, who regarded it as a place of great spiritual significance. Oral traditions even speak of strange lights and spirits wandering its ridges long before European settlers arrived. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, Black Mountain became a focal point for coal mining, drawing laborers to its depths in search of prosperity. The region's treacherous terrain and unpredictable conditions led to numerous accidents, trapping men underground and sealing their fates in eternal darkness. The echoes of these tragic events are said to still reverberate through the tunnels, carried by the wind that sweeps over the peaks. The ease of mining boom brought both wealth and strife, as labor disputes erupted into violent clashes, adding more lost souls to the mountain's legend. As the coal industry declined, many mining towns became ghostly remnants of their former selves, and Black Mountain, once a beacon of industry, became a place of solitude once more, but not of peace. Over the years, the mountain has gained a sinister reputation, with reports of unexplained lights, ghostly apparitions, and unsettling noises emanating from the abandoned mines. Some believe these are the spirits of fallen miners forever wandering in search of a way out. One of the mountain's most chilling tales is that of Headless Annie, a vengeful spirit said to roam the area's winding roads and abandoned mining camps. According to legend, Annie was the wife of a miner who attempted to organize a union hoping to improve conditions for his fellow workers. And his efforts were discovered by mining company enforcers. However, they sought to make an example of him. Instead of killing the miner outright, they forced him to watch as his beloved wife, Annie, was brutally decapitated before his eyes. Now it's told her spirit did not rest, and to this day she is said to wander the mountain in a blind and terrifying rage. Those who cross her path have reported seeing a headless figure emerging from the fog, sometimes moving with unnatural speed, sometimes letting out a blood-curdling scream before vanishing, and some claim she has even attacked trespassers, her unseen hands scratching and clawing at those who dare venture too close to the places where she once lived and died. Black Mountain is also home to cryptid lore, with stories of large, shadowy creatures lurking in the dense forest, and some locals whisper of the Black Mountain Beast, a hulking, fur-covered entity that has been sighted near the tree line, its glowing eyes piercing through the darkness. Whether it is an unknown species, a misidentified bear, or something far more otherworldly remains a mystery, but those who claim to have encountered it speak of an overwhelming feeling of dread in its presence. The other widely reported phenomenon involves mysterious floating lights, often described as bluish or white orbs that appear in the trees or hover over the mountain's abandoned roads. These lights have been attributed to everything from ghostly lanterns of lost miners to supernatural warnings of danger ahead, and some hikers who have followed the illuminations report feeling disoriented, as if led deeper into the wilderness by an unseen force. Even in the modern era, Black Mountain remains an enigmatic and haunting place. Whether one visits for its historical significance, its breathtaking natural beauty, or its chilling ghost stories, the mountain holds a presence that is impossible to ignore. Those who dare to explore its depths often leave with more questions than answers, as if the mountain itself chooses what secrets to reveal. And as the fog rolls in at dusk, one cannot help but wonder what truly dwells in the shadows of Black Mountain. And on to number 3, which takes us on a short drive northwest of Nashville, Tennessee, to the notorious Bell Witch Cabin and Cave. In the quiet countryside of Adams, Tennessee, lies one of the most infamous supernatural sites in American folklore, the Bell Witch Cabin and Cave. The legend of the Bell Witch is a tale of torment, mystery, and unexplained phenomena that has captivated believers and skeptics alike for over 2 centuries. The haunting began in the early 19th century, when the Bell family, led by patriarch John Bell, moved to the area and settled on a farm. What should have been a peaceful life in the rural South quickly became a waking nightmare as the family found themselves the target of an unseen and malicious force. The disturbances started subtly, with unexplained knocks on the walls, strange rustling sounds, and eerie whispers in the night. Soon, the entity's presence escalated to terrifying proportions. Objects moved on their own. Heavy footsteps echoed in empty rooms, and family members, particularly John Bell and his daughter Betsy, suffered physical attacks. Betsy endured the worst of the entity's wrath. Her hair was pulled, her cheeks were slapped by invisible hands, and she often woke up with bruises and scratches. As the Bell Witch, as the entity came to be known, made its presence even more chilling by speaking. It mocked and threatened the family, repeating conversations it had eavesdropped on from afar and revealing secrets only a supernatural force could know. Many believed the Bell Witch was the spirit of Kate Batts, a local neighbor who had long harbored a grudge against John Bell, claiming he had cheated her out of a land deal. According to legend, she swore she would haunt John Bell and his descendants, and soon after, the terrifying manifestations began. The Bell Witch was witnessed by nearly everyone in the household, including those enslaved by the Bell family. They claimed the entity often took the form of a vicious, large black dog which would prowl the property and attack anyone who wandered out after dark. Some even reported seeing its eyes glow like embers in the night, watching from the tree line before vanishing without a trace. As word of the haunting spread, curious neighbors and even local religious figures visited the Bell home only to find themselves tormented by the entity as well. Accounts claim that even future President Andrew Jackson, who had heard of the legend, attempted to investigate but fled after a night of disturbing encounters, allegedly declaring, "I would rather fight the British again than face the Bell Witch." Perhaps the most unsettling part of the Bell Witch legend was its apparent vendetta against John Bell. The entity tormented him relentlessly, causing him to suffer from mysterious ailments, convulsions, and fatigue. In 1820, John Bell died under suspicious circumstances, with some claiming the Bell Witch took responsibility for his demise. On the day of his funeral, eerie laughter echoed through the home, and the ghostly presence allegedly celebrated his death. Following his passing, the manifestations diminished, but they never truly faded from memory. While the Bell Witch's torment of the Bell family is the most well-known part of the legend, the surrounding area remains steeped in eerie reports. The Bell Witch Cave, located near the original Bell property, is believed to be a site of lingering supernatural energy. Visitors claim to hear whispers in the darkness, see shadowy figures, and experience an unshakable feeling of being watched. Some who take objects from the cave report experiencing misfortune until they return what they took, as if the entity still guards the land. The Bell Witch legend continues to endure, passed down through generations, its story evolving but never fading. Whether the entity was truly the vengeful spirit of Kate Batts, a powerful poltergeist, or something even more sinister, its presence left an indelible mark on Tennessee folklore. After this day, the Bell Witch Cave remains a place of fascination and fear, drawing those who dare to seek out the truth behind one of America's most chilling hauntings. And while the Bell family may be long gone, whispers in the Tennessee hills suggest that the presence of the infamous witch may have never truly left. Our fourth haunt has us touring one of America's most famous haunted hotspots, being West Virginia's Point Pleasant. Point Pleasant, which is located in Mason County, West Virginia, is a small and picturesque town popular amongst tourists and history enthusiasts alike. That's deceptively serene bounds actually act as scene to one of America's most infamous urban legends. Historically, Point Pleasant holds a rich and tumultuous past that stretches back to the colonial era. Nestled at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers, this region was once home to indigenous tribes, including the Shawnee, before European settlers arrived in the 18th century. The area played a significant role in early American history, most notably in the Battle of Point Pleasant in 1774, a bloody conflict between Virginia militia forces and the Shawnee, led by Chief Cornstalk. Often overshadowed by later Revolutionary War battles, this skirmish was instrumental in shaping relations between settlers and Native American tribes. Chief Cornstalk, who had initially sought peace with the colonists, was later murdered by settlers in 1777 after being taken hostage. According to legend, as he lay dying, he placed a curse upon the land, dooming Point Pleasant to misfortune and tragedy. Over the years, many locals have attributed various disasters, including floods, fires, and industrial accidents, to this legendary curse, believing that Cornstalk's vengeful spirit still lingers over the region. While Point Pleasant's history is marked by conflict and tragedy, it is best known today for one of the most enduring legends of American folklore, being the Mothman. The legend began in November 1966 when two young couples driving near an abandoned TNT factory outside of town reported seeing a large, winged creature with glowing red eyes. Described as standing nearly 7 feet tall with a wingspan over 10 feet, the creature appeared to pursue their vehicle before vanishing into the night. The terrified witnesses reported their encounter to authorities, marking the first of over 100 reported sightings of the Mothman in the area over the next year. Future witnesses would describe similar terrifying encounters, with some claiming the creature emitted a high-pitched screech and had an unnatural ability to take flight effortlessly. Some even reported experiencing a sense of dread or telepathic messages warning of impending disaster. The panic reached its peak on December 15, 1967, when the Silver Bridge, which connected Point Pleasant to Gallipolis, Ohio, suddenly collapsed into the icy waters of the Ohio River, killing 46 people. Many locals believe the Mothman's appearances were an omen forewarning the disaster, solidifying its place in paranormal lore. While explanations for the Mothman vary widely, skeptics suggest the sightings were misidentifications of large birds such as sandhill cranes or barred owls, whose reflective eyes may have given the appearance of glowing red orbs. Others propose that the Mothman is an interdimensional being, a time traveler, or even an extraterrestrial. Cryptozoologists believe it could be a previously undiscovered species, while paranormal enthusiasts argue it is linked to Chief Cornstalk's curse serving as a harbinger of doom. Beyond the Mothman, Point Pleasant is also known for other unexplained phenomena. Numerous reports of shadowy figures, ghostly voices, and eerie lights have surfaced over the years, particularly near the old TNT area where remnants of World War II munitions bunkers now sit abandoned. Locals believe these locations hold residual energy from the town's tragic past, fueling continued supernatural activity. Additionally, sightings of strange, unidentified flying objects have been frequently reported in the region, leading some to speculate about a connection between the Mothman and UFO activity. Today, Point Pleasant embraces its status as the home of the Mothman legend. The town hosts the Mothman Festival each year, drawing visitors from around the world eager to explore the mystery. A Mothman statue stands in the heart of town, commemorating the legend, while the Mothman Museum showcases eyewitness accounts, newspaper clippings, and theories surrounding the infamous creature. Whether one believes in the supernatural or not, there is no denying that Point Pleasant is steeped in mystery. From its violent frontier history to eerie cryptid sightings and chilling paranormal tales, the town remains one of America's most legendary hotspots for the unexplained. Those who visit may find themselves drawn to the strange energy that lingers in the air, wondering whether the Mothman or something else still lurks about. Last but not least, get ready for a trek through one of the United States' most famous nature expanses, being the haunting woodlands of the Pisgah National Forest. The Pisgah National Forest, which spans 15 counties through North Carolina, is a massive and breathtaking nature expanse that draws in countless hikers, horseback riders, hunters, campers, and more every year. And those are tied to a range of chilling ghost stories, cryptid encounters, and tales of strong paranormal activity. Nestled in the Appalachian Mountains of western North Carolina, Pisgah National Forest is a land of rich history and natural beauty. The area was originally inhabited by the Cherokee people, who lived among the dense forests, rushing streams, and towering peaks for centuries, with European settlers arriving later through the 18th century and drawn in by the region's fertile land and abundant resources. The forest became a hub for logging in the 19th century, leading to widespread deforestation. Recognizing the need for conservation, George W. Vanderbilt, the second owner of the Biltmore estate, played a pivotal role in preserving the land. After his death, his widow, Edith Vanderbilt, sold large portions of their property to the federal government, helping to establish Pisgah as one of the first national forests in the United States in 1916. Today, Pisgah spans over 500,000 acres, offering breathtaking scenery, diverse wildlife, and countless hiking trails. But beyond its natural beauty, the forest harbors a more enigmatic reputation, one filled with ghostly apparitions, unexplained lights, and tales of terrifying encounters. Pisgah is not just known for its stunning landscapes. It is also a hot spot for paranormal activity and eerie folklore. The dense woods, remote mountain roads, and hidden caves seem to be a perfect backdrop for chilling tales. One of the most enduring mysteries of Pisgah National Forest is the Brown Mountain Lights. These glowing orbs of light have been reported for over a century, appearing as floating, pulsating spheres over Brown Mountain, and witnesses describe them as bright white, yellow, or red lights that hover in the night sky before vanishing without a trace. Native American legends spoke of these lights as the spirits of fallen warriors, while early settlers believed they were ghostly lanterns carried by lost souls. Scientists have attempted to explain the phenomenon, attributing it to swamp gas, reflections, or atmospheric conditions, but no definitive explanation has been proven. Even today, visitors gather along overlooks such as Wiseman's View in hopes of witnessing this unearthly display. A more gruesome legend from Pisgah involves Williamson Creek, where locals whisper about the ghost of a headless man who haunts the area. According to lore, he was a Union deserter who had been camping along the creek when he was discovered by local men and was either executed by decapitation or beheaded in a violent confrontation. After his death, people began reporting a ghostly figure wandering the banks of the creek, searching for his lost head. Hikers have claimed to hear disembodied footsteps, eerie whispers, and the rustling of unseen movement among the trees. And some say that if you stand near the creek at night, you might catch a glimpse of the headless specter moving through the darkness. Of those foreboding locations in Pisgah is the Devil's Courthouse, jagged mountain peak with a dark history. The Cherokee believed this site was home to a cave-dwelling demon, while early settlers told of strange disappearances and eerie voices echoing through the cliffs. The ominous name only adds to its sinister reputation, and some visitors claim to feel an overwhelming sense of dread upon reaching the summit, while others report shadowy figures moving along the rock formations. Legends also tell of a monstrous winged creature lurking within the caves beneath the mountain, adding a cryptid element to the supernatural lore of the area. Beyond these famous legends, Pisgah National Forest is rife with other strange reports. Among them are phantom campfires that hikers have reported seeing deep in the forest, only for them to vanish upon approach, and some have claimed to have seen a spectral horseback rider galloping through the fog at Black Balsam Knob that disappears into thin air. Like many Appalachian forests, Pisgah boasts its share of Sasquatch encounters with reports of large footprints, eerie howls, and fleeting glimpses of a massive humanoid creature. And a beautiful yet eerie valley known as Graveyard Fields is rumored to be haunted by the spirits of long-dead settlers, with campers claiming to hear whispering voices and ghostly laughter in the dead of night. Pisgah National Forest is more than just a scenic retreat. It's a land steeped in history and mystery. Whether you come for the majestic waterfalls, scenic hikes, or to seek out the supernatural, there's no denying the eerie aura that lingers in these ancient woods. The Brown Mountain Lights, the Headless Man of Williamson Creek, the Devil's Courthouse, and countless other ghostly tales ensure that Pisgah's mysteries endure. If you dare to explore its depths, keep your eyes open, your senses sharp, because you never know what unseen presence might be watching from the shadows. Thanks for joining me on this adventure through some of the most haunted places in the Appalachians. If you enjoyed hearing my histories and ghost stories, subscribe to my channel, throw this upload a like, and share me with anyone you feel could use a good scare. I'll catch you all next time, and stay spooky.